Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Libras. I feel that the majority of you are considering a big change and the risk that it's involved in forging a path that it's more unconventional, or one that demands, this leap of faith, this leap of trust in yourself, that may be calling to your need to build some inner strength, some inner confidence to really push ahead in this direction, that it will require some bravery and some risk taking. I feel that some of you have, or you will be considering during the month of February, opportunities that are less, it's like opportunities or situations that are attracting you. They are really unconventional to possibly they are unconventional to possibly those who have been living, a sort of life that has been always very structured or very defined in certain ways, in the type of relationships you have, the type of interests you pursue, the type of community or social sphere you gravitate towards. And I feel that for some of you, there's a lot of changes in keeping an open mind and wanting actually to connect with very different people, with very different ideas, with very different places. Because I feel that some Libras, they want the challenge, or they want to see or test themselves if they can live up to the challenge of trying something different. That for some of you may be a part of some unexplored, different aspect of your nature that either you repressed so far or that you are just starting to discover. Either way, I feel that sometimes this situation, or there is a specific situation that is worrying you in February, that sometimes may take a toll on your mental health. So there's an attention warning towards the way you may be repeating like broken records, some anxiety, some agony, some anguish over something you want to make up your mind about, but it just seems to be a struggle. And I don't know if you make this decision, or if you make up your mind about what this is for you, because for all of you it will be different. For some of you, actually, it could be about, again, a new job opportunity or a new project, a new idea you want to push ahead that is just very different or very daring, or that it puts a lot of who you are in the line, and you may be afraid of not finding the support, or you may fear the criticism, or that others will not understand the genius that lies inside of those ideas. Others of you is actually an offer of love, or either you are desiring to offer your love possibly to someone of the past, because you do have here the Six of Cups and the Three of Swords. Either you are desiring to reconnect or to approach to someone that you carried some deep history with, deep feelings with, or you are being offered something by someone that meant quite a deal as well in your past, and you're just not, because I feel that some of you are here in this struggle, in this crossroads between the past and the future, and maybe wanting to bring things of the past to the future, but really unsure on how to do that, or how will you be able to do that, and even if that's possible. And so there's this period in the present time that it's leaving you on a big question mark. At the same time, I feel that others of you are just very trapped on thoughts of the past, thoughts of things that were not offered or granted to you easy as you grow, or during your upbringing, during your childhood, some lack of tangible support or some missed opportunities that you feel you deserved back then to have come into your life, and that you didn't. And so now that you have matured, and now that you have acknowledged or found out that you can actually pursue whichever you didn't found back then, when you were not as, independent to pursue those things, still it's like there's a fear, or there's a difficulty in pursuing the lifestyle you want due to past circumstances that possibly have undermined your confidence on pursuing a life that it's more abundant, a life that it's more in terms of a life that matches your visualizations of what this golden empire means to you, what it is about. What would you put on that empire? And I feel that some of you are dealing as well with a battle between self-interests, so, your ambition, your drive, what you want to conquer and win, versus mutual shared interests, and trying to find a way to have this common ground met between you and the ones you love. I feel that it's going to be a little bit tricky in February to find that. I feel that for some of you there's going to be some disappointment or some sadness, sorrow associated with decisions that will be made, or with facts that will be known. I feel that whichever Libras are trying to do, pursue, and even leave behind, whichever their mind will come up with, and it will take time to find that clarity. Whichever it is, there is no way of not leaving this story or this phase of your life without some people getting hurt, or some people getting sad, or some people getting, it's like an energy of heartbreak over something that it feels like a betrayal to the emotional trust that has been built so far. And I feel that you shouldn't, and your test is exactly this. You can't stop living, or you can't stop pursuing your happiness and becoming, responsible for it. You can't do that without, what I mean is, you can't pursue that without coming to terms with the consequences that everything has in this life. Every action has a consequence. That's the law of cause and effect. And I feel that some of you are delaying the inevitable due to fear of those consequences. Some of you are falling into traps of dependency. Again, putting others ahead of you, ahead of your truth, ahead of the truth that lies in your heart. And you're putting others as your, priority and as your focus. And if that comes from an honest place, and that place of authentic understanding of what is driving you to make that choice, and so you are ready again to, what I feel is that whichever it is, this debate, There's no way, again, of anyone in this story, and whichever is involved here, there is no way of not needing to lose something. And I feel that, again, even if you come to terms that you need others and you want to put others ahead of you, or you just can't find the strength to put yourself first because you're afraid of being in this lonely journey, that's okay. But you need to accept that inwardly, because you need to accept that you can't sometimes have the best of both worlds. And this is what I feel. Libras, in February, in any situation, whichever form it will take for you, I feel that the majority of you will come to terms that you can't have the best of both worlds right now. And there's some anguish about this. Why? There's some sense of unfairness of why can't I have the love I want, the support I want, and still feel free? I feel that you're dealing with the measurement, the ability to put your priorities on scale at this time, and understanding that sometimes in order for the scale to find their balance, or its balance, first you really need to swing from one side to the other, because there is one of the plates is really unbalanced, and you need to understand if it is yourself, your individualistic pursuits that is lacking, or so the attention to your heart, your desires, your goals, or if it is others. What is the priority here, and where have you been unconsciously creating the imbalance on the other side? Others of you are just having these memories being triggered, in a very difficult. The Knight of Swords is not a very pleasant card. Not because it brings anything, horrible. It's just because mentally it feels a little bit violent. It feels like an invasion, a sudden invasion in your mind, and broken records again, playing stories over and over and over and over again to exhaustion. And we start becoming very mentally fragile when we have this card, and it feels like we cannot have those barriers or those defenses of preservation built as easily. And I feel that for some of you, you are being struck like with a lot of images of the past, like you're remembering things, you're remembering situations, you're thinking about, even when you're not consciously, it's just the memory of someone, the smell of someone, the way something in your childhood impact you, the way your parents talk to you, the way your parents behaved with you. There's many memories being triggered here. Some of them could even relate to karmic past life, let's say, for those who believe that our soul incarnates over and over again. Some of you have a past story that for some reason is coming in here. I feel that some of you need to face your sorrows during the month of February, so then you can be free to pursue this new direction without this baggage. Some Libras still have some baggage to carry, or that they are carrying with them, that it's heavy. And so I feel that February is a month where you sit like in the middle of the crossroads, and you sit and you look to the left and you look to the right. And I feel that for some of you, in order to come to terms to where you want to go, the answer will be in unpacking that baggage. So like looking to what's inside of it, because I feel some of you have forgotten what that baggage is about. So yes, you may feel sad, you may feel damaged, you may feel depressive, but maybe if I ask you why, you can find an answer. Because again, this Nine of Swords is just so over-consuming that you stop thinking clearly, you stop feeling clearly. So there's a lot of honesty, the Fool. There's a lot of honesty and courage acquired from you this month to, it's like to put your chest into things, and it's like open it up. I feel that some of you will be opening up about things you have been, like containing. For example, if you never confronted your parents, for those who had, something to say to them, about something they did to you long time ago, but that it still stings. And you have been, as you grow, or either you forgot or you didn't want to pay attention to it, or you're trying to forgive them. I feel that some of you will confront people, will confront situations that can't be, delay. Others of you are actually thinking about the time of life. I feel that some of you are trying to understand how to live life to the fullest, and this is why you may come to terms that you need to face up, to be brave, to face your wounds, to face your past, so then you can be free. And it's like that energy of, while there's life, there's hope. And while there's time running, there's life. But time is not granted. Life is not granted. And I feel, again, another battle that it's here for some Libras is life and death. I feel that some of you may have fears, ingrained fears of dying or death, the physical death, or even the symbolic element of death. The death process is for some of you in your mind, either because you fear death or because you're sensing some, for some of you could be sensing some energy of something dying in your life. And again, it could be related with a lot of past memories that are coming in here. It could be memories that are coming from past lives again and overtaking you. So keeping your thoughts in check, I feel it in your emotions. And maybe seeking help. I feel that some of you would benefit from seeking help. For those of you that just feel you cannot do it on your own, find someone you trust. Find a therapist you can work with. Find that friend that you can confide in. Knock on the door on someone you haven't seen in a while, but you really desperately feel you need them. Don't shy away, again, from revealing yourself. I feel some of you don't want to reveal, or you fear the process of coming out of the closet for some reason, and it feels like you're fearing coming out of the closet to others, to people in your life that actually care about you and that you care about them, but there's this awkwardness in being your true self. So some of you can't, for those that are trying to push ahead on a new job offer or a new endeavor, a new way of making money, a new risky, genius type of idea, don't expect everybody to understand and support your endeavors. I feel that also some of you should only speak and reveal your ideas when you have things, really thought through. Again, I feel that it's like February is a month of coming to terms with what you need to do, coming to terms with your own issues, coming to terms with what's holding you back, coming to terms about yourself. So then possibly in March you can actually give the steps towards the decisions you will be making. But I feel that in terms of ideas, or opportunities you may be considering that are different, that are risky again, I feel that you should really think, while you are in this journey of thinking things through and releasing some baggage, keep it quiet about the parts of what you may be considering to do in your future. And don't expect, again, everybody to support you or understand your genius. I feel that some of you really have some brilliance, original thinking, and you may, for those who are already in this journey, you may receive some criticism again. Don't let it take you down. You may really take it personally, because you may come from intimate people, intimate sphere, your intimate sphere as well. It may be criticizing you, but don't take it personally. Don't let it take you down. I feel that what you are pursuing, that it's really from you, that it's really from your genius spark, which, by the way, it is. It's just in the unconscious position, this desire to free yourself, this desire to be bold, to be unique, to be like a child, a little bit reckless, but a little bit fun as well, daring. I feel that this courage, this leap of faith for you, it's really something that it's urgent in your life to free you from those chains of dependency. I feel that some of you have chains of dependency on others' approval and others, validation. So if you have friends and lovers and family cheering you up and telling you that's a great idea, you believe it's a great idea, but if you don't have one, you doubt yourself. And we all do that. But when you tap into this full energy, when you tap into your core belief in who you are, and actually not caring, not giving a damn about what anyone has to say about the amazing gifts you have to offer this world, then you don't need the validation, and then you are free. And then the people that will resonate with your ideas and with your genius will come in here as well. But don't stop, don't hold back, because you may not find exactly the support that you would like. This is for some of you. Others of you, again, are facing temptation in regards to fall back into patterns of the past. It's when I say fall back into patterns of the past, is fall back into patterns where you were left powerless, like you felt like you had no power over things, or where you felt like you were this victim of circumstances. Is what I feel about this past pattern, is wanting to return or being dragged to a place of disempowerment, lack of belief in who you are, and as well in the love you are deserving. Some of you are dealing with this doubt and this pain in February because you're trying to figure out who deserves your love and who doesn't, and it's not going to be a fun process. I see you may be, again, offered something. Someone may try to come into your life. It could be, again, an ex-partner or just someone that you may meet. It's just, but there's I feel that some of you are really having difficulty making up your mind. You don't know if that person or that situation is a test, is just a desire, is like this temptation, this original scene they are showing here. You don't know if it is that or if it is actually your fear that is keeping you from pursuing and taking in an offer of good love. And I feel that the only way you will know is when you release this Three of Swords, is when you release the baggage, is when you go back, or when you let memories come to you. Because I feel that for those who have sleepless nights and it's like agonizing over someone or something, the way again is to let those memories come and really, it's like build a storyline. And I feel that the storyline is leading you somewhere to an understanding of some sorts. So also again, give chances to who is worth your while. And who is worth your while is someone that will make you feel like this: pure love, genuine love, no male intent, and like this. And at the same time, you can be yourself, you can be free like a bird. You may have someone that it feels like birds of the same feather. I think that's how it's said. But it's just has been, there's something here that it's just difficult for you to really understand if you are willing to take in this or not. And I also feel that the pressure of time, again, time passing by, life passing by, life is not granted, people are not granted, you can die, people can die, and so all of those thoughts are coming in here, making you, it's like that push for you to implement changes that you need to implement. And I feel that moment between February and March until April, that change is going to be implemented, because it's like urgent to free yourself from this it's like from these situations that are it's like they are suffocating you. And I also feel that for others of you that are dealing with issues with money and security in life, I feel that for those Libras, you will find some good chances of making money, and it's like attracting more abundance when again you become as well empowered in your worth. But also I feel that it will come in unexpected places, places that people may call you crazy to try your luck, places that require a risk, but some of you could be lucky in risk taking, but only after you deal with your pain, or you deal with some baggage that is keeping you, it's keeping you a prisoner of your fear. Some of you are prisoners of fear, and you need to come to terms with that during this month, because it's the only thing holding you back from an actually awesome road. I feel some Libras have this, it's like this is this foreigner energy, like just wanting to, that poem, I have miles to walk, places to go before I sleep, is something like that. And it's like this, you just, some of you are just going to go, or are just going to not care anymore with things that you really took a lot from you so far, and you are desiring this real new fresh beginning, real new fresh start. Some of you, it will be by starting over something that you never thought you could start over with in this new way. Others of you, it will be a complete new journey with everything new, and it will require again bravery, trust, and it will be about new people, new career prospects, new experiences, new tastes, new colors. Forget that the energy of dragging the past into this new journey. You can't. And so the faster you come to terms with your past, the lessons, what you still need to deal with, what you still need to say, the faster and the more smoother you will help a process that it's not smooth at all. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you who have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.